I'm Zach Parmiter. Today we're going to go on a behind-the-scenes tour of this brand new luxury home and show you all of the great ideas that really make this home one of a kind. So let's get started. It's always important to consider the lot layout when designing a brand new home. This client happened to be situated between two lakes and they wanted to maximize both views. Another important element to the home design were entertainment spaces. And that's because the clients have a large extended family and they do a lot of hosting. So we made sure to always keep that in mind. As I continue on the tour, I'll point out other must-haves and how we incorporated them into the floor plan. When you have an incredible view, you want to do everything that you can to not obstruct it. That's why this big feature wall full of glass windows is really the highlight of the great room area. These are insulated windows and very energy efficient. We also have special glazing on the windows to make sure that when it is in the summer months, it doesn't heat up this space, and then when it's in the winter months, you actually get solar gain from that. Another thing that was taken into consideration was the deck that's out front here. They actually decided to lower down that deck. That way, when they sat in these chairs, the railing wasn't obstructing their view. Here are a few more great ideas. A typical hearth is much lower, but with these homeowners, we made it higher so that it was easier to sit on. They wanted to be able to warm up by the fire. Another great thing that we did was we actually raised up the firebox even taller, because not only did the hearth bring it up, but then we also add an additional layer of stone right here. That way you get a better view when you're in the great room. The mantle itself is a focal point. There are even a few considerations when it comes to that. Would you like electrical up there? It may be important to you when you're decorating for Christmas, or if you have artwork up there that you'd like to highlight. Additionally, you could consider lighting up in your ceiling above the fireplace unit. The timber trusses set the tone through the entire open concept great room, dining room, and kitchen. When you look at the kitchen right here, you can see that it's framed below these three beautiful trusses. Those trusses were custom designed with the client. It has the hand-hewn finish on there. You can have as many or as few trusses as you'd like. Even when you take a look at the chandelier above the dining room table, the dining room table itself and that chandelier is framed below that truss. The roundness of the interior side of that truss leaves open the opportunity for that chandelier to fill that space. Now you'll notice that with all the glass, all the windows in this home and the open walls, there aren't a lot of places to decorate. Therefore, the decor really came through with the selection of the lighting in the home. With today's lighting, you can actually control everything through your smartphone. That way, with the click of a button, I can turn on all the lights. Look at the lighting on the timber trusses inside the cabinetry, above and below the cabinets, and even on the range itself. It's absolutely stunning how much it actually changes the entire environment. And you're also able to control just how much you dim everything. And you can even have presets. That way the lights aren't too bright when you're having your morning breakfast, or they're set just right when you have friends over for dinner. Golden Eagle Log and Timber Homes has designed and built over 5,200 homes, and that's a lot of kitchens. When you work with Golden Eagle, they do all of your custom cabinetry design. This home not only has one, but two islands in it. This one's primary function is for serving food. Just imagine a large buffet of food right here. There are enough outlets to be able to accommodate 10 slow cookers at one time. And there are actually enough circuits run in here where none of them will blow a fuse. Everything is well thought out for convenience in mind. We even have it figured out where the homeowner, we suggested to them, hey, how about having a warming drawer? That way, once food is out of the oven, you can keep it warm in here, and that way everything is ready to be served at the same time. It's inevitable that when you have a large gathering, everyone ends up in the kitchen. And that's perfect for this open concept living. It's nice to see all of this floor space between the islands because it never gets too crowded. Now this here is a prep island. What I really like about this is that it actually fosters conversation and it includes everybody into the kitchen. So a person can have their own individual prep area here with a sink, and there's a dishwasher on the side. And then over here on the other end of the island, the same thing. Convenience was in mind with this dishwasher, which allows you to run half of a load. Really neat. Another great thing to keep in mind are these big pot drawers that are in here. This is great for large serving platters and trays that you would lay out for the prep area. In most homes, a microwave is held up higher and it's more of an eyesore. In this home, it not only looks good, but it actually is kind of kept out of sight. This microwave drawer is kept in the base cabinetry of this island. It pulls out and it's a lot easier for you to set items in there, which makes it a lot safer. The most used appliance in the house, of course, would be the refrigerator. This is a 42-inch wide French door unit, but the gourmet chefs out there, they will appreciate this steam oven. Additionally, there's a conventional oven right below it. I really appreciate the seamless integration of the appliances with the cabinetry. Everything is custom and made to fit perfectly. There are even little features, like a pop-out drawer at the toe kick. And contrast that with this prep island. The prep island is granite. The movement in here is just absolutely beautiful. And what was really important to the homeowner was to have more of this furniture edge on here. So Golden Eagle made sure to follow the contour of that with the cabinetry as well. You know, I keep calling this the prep island, but it's so big you might as well just call it the continent, and that can be the island. At its surface, this may appear to be a kitchen designed around entertaining, but really it's about the efficiency and functionality of the space. Right here is an induction cooktop. There are a lot of terrific benefits with these cooktops, and that's why all of the gourmet chefs are using this in their brand new kitchens. First of all, it's easy to keep clean, but most importantly, when you're cooking the food, it cooks it more evenly, consistently. It was also important to the homeowners that when the grandchildren are here, that they don't get burnt with the cooktop. And that's a terrific advantage of induction, is that you don't have hot heating elements exposed to little fingers. Now, efficiency in this kitchen, it was really well thought of. We have deep drawer bases for all of your large pots and pans. Also, when you're cooking the meal or preparing it here on the side, there's terrific access to all the spices. That way you can quickly grab it and use it and put it right back. We already touched on lighting a little bit earlier, but I just wanted to point out how terrific this task lighting is. That's always a key when cooking in the kitchen. Also, taking a look at how we ventilate this space. This is a high efficiency range hood. It vents up and directly out through the roof system. Continuing on, there is a terrific prep sink here with a garbage disposal in there. That's great for when you're peeling your veggies or cutting up all your fresh fruit. Additionally, how nice to clean out the sink this way. It's great to have an extra hose like this. I know usually you would have some sort of a spray nozzle over here on the side, but this keeps it simple and easy to clean. Here's that second dishwasher right here. And remember when I pointed out the spice rack over there? Well, look what we have here. It's not a spice rack. We've made our way to the beverage bar. This is terrific in the morning for your morning coffee. And then also when you have a big day over at the lake, you can come on in through the door and help yourself to a drink. We even have a nice little prep sink right here. And we didn't forget to make sure that there's still some terrific lighting. There's a lot about this home that really just draws your eye up. When you're in the kitchen, you're looking at the cabinetry and the way the wall cabinets tier up, and then it takes your eye to those timber trusses, and inevitably it's the ceiling finish. That whitewash looks absolutely beautiful. It's the color that the clients chose when they were at Golden Eagle. And then we also pointed out to them that they can actually run the planking vertically. That way it draws your eye up to the ridge beam at the center of the ceiling. All of the wood products can be stained whichever color you prefer. This client chose more of a dark walnut color on not only their wall finishes, but all of the beams inside this great room area. We also have dark walnut chosen on this beautiful railing system. They did a double top rail and raised that top rail height to be about 42 inches tall. It's a bit more rugged, which contrasts really well with a few of the soft fabrics in this dining room area. These chairs have been upholstered with perennial fabrics, which resist even the toughest stains such as red wines. We've also done the same over here on the island chairs as well. As you walk into the master bedroom, it's the soft tones and textures that give you a sense of calm and relaxation. While the rest of the home has a rugged hand-hewn finish on most of the timbers and beams, in the master bedroom, the clients chose to do a smooth finish and paint the timbers and the trusses white. Early on in the design phase, the clients expressed to us how important it would be to have a deep soaking tub so that they could enjoy the views of the lake. What we did here is we actually designed the plan so that it bumps out beyond the master bedroom and it encompasses large windows surrounding it, all the way from the floor to the ceiling finish. This spa tub has a cube design. What's special about it is the way that you sit up in it. It's actually designed to be a lot like a hot tub and have a very similar effect. To help capture more of a panoramic view, we angled out the windows here. The angle of the window wall actually creates not only a beautiful interior design element, but it looks great on the exterior of the home as well. This room utilizes decorative wall finishes, and what's been done here is actually an ombre effect, where it transitions up to the use of mica and crystal in the wall. We're looking to really achieve the sensation that you're in a spa, and this really represents the sense of water being all around you. All of the trusses in this home are authentic. Golden Eagle used the traditional mortise and tenon joinery to build those, and your eye is really drawn up to that space. It's also backlit by this beautiful crystal chandelier. That chandelier ties in really well with what was done on these wall finishes here. The Golden Eagle design team had a great vision for how this was all going to come together. It first started with offsetting that timber truss by about 2 feet, and that allowed our cabinet designers to incorporate a built-in nightstand and bookshelf system to really bring this together as one unified feature wall. The lighting that we did in the kitchen had a great impact. We wanted to apply those same techniques and principles to the master bedroom as well. So we backlit all of these shelves as well as the timber trusses. I think you guys are really gonna like this. As we head into the master bathroom, you're greeted with this beautiful view of the lake. And then we have nearly 22 feet of glass here. Draws your eye all the way up to the ceiling where we have even more timber trusses. The collection of colors continues that spa-like atmosphere into this bathroom, just as it was in the bedroom. The his and her vanities were designed specifically not to obstruct the view. The countertops are real marble, and when you look above the mirror, you'll see that the mica that was used over by the soaking tub has also been used in here. Continuing the warmth and comfort of the space is having in-floor heat. Feels really great, also wonderful to have over in the shower area here. As we leave the master bath, we do have a his and a her closet, both with cabinet organizer systems. Also, this door, notice that it's white just like all the trim, and it's smooth. Most of the doors in the home do have knots in them. That was intentionally requested by the client, but in this case, they wanted a smooth door with a 2-panel arch top. We have the whitewash ceiling finish throughout the whole entire first floor, but it looks so different depending on the colors that are chosen on the wood in each room. There was a light color on that wood, a darker color in here. I'm looking forward to showing you what's in this room. This room is unbelievable. It's just beautiful how they incorporated the reclaimed barn board in this room to make this an incredible feature wall. Just like nearly every other room in this house, it's all about capturing the view. We have 3 large windows in front of us and then 2 custom shaped windows up in the gable. That allows for a vaulted ceiling throughout this room and a beautiful chandelier right in the middle. It's this blending of both modern and rustic design elements that really come together, and you can just see as it transitions throughout the whole home. The homeowners were essentially looking for a second master suite on the first floor, and that's due to accessibility reasons for their elderly parents. You see, on their previous home, they had to give up their bedroom space. On this home, they wanted the flexibility of this being a great space for those with limited access, or else a great flex space for when the grandkids come over. So this is perfect. This would typically be an enormous closet, but they've actually transitioned it to be a nursery and extra sleeping accommodations for the grandkids. It's really great because then that gives the parents peace of mind of knowing that their kids are right here, and they also have privacy with these barn doors. The barn door hardware is hand forged. It gives it that rugged appearance and really balances with the rest of the theme of the room. These beautiful barn doors, they're 8 feet tall, a K-style barn door on both sides, and the color of them blends so well with the baseboard and the trim around the whole room. With all of your interior doors, you can choose your wood species, choose your color, and even decide whether you have knots or not. Golden Eagle suggested that when this door got finished, this side of the door would match the color palette of the great room area, whereas this side of the door matched the color palette of the bedroom in here. Let's take a look at the finish options and ideas that were done in the bathroom area. First thing you notice when you walk in here are the large timbers that span the ceiling. Not only are the timbers all smooth, but also the trims around all the doors. Whitewash was done on the wall finishes in here. This is the same whitewash that you saw on the ceilings. And then there's drywall on a few of these accent walls. The homeowners had the grandchildren on their mind when designing this bathroom area. They wanted to make sure to have a bathtub because the grandkids would be playing at the lake all day or coming in from the garage and mudroom and need a central location to clean off. So this is perfect. Now we have 3 more bedrooms to show you, 2 more bathrooms. They all have completely different and unique styles. So let's go check that out. We're now in the lower level, and this is just like the room that we were in upstairs, but it's even a little bit bigger. That allows for this bunk area. This is perfect if you're hosting a family or if you have a lot of guests over for the weekend. We have a full bed here, a queen, and even a twin. But what really sets this room apart is this decorative wall finish. This isn't wallpaper, this is a decorative art finish over drywall. It's applied in multiple layers to achieve this depth and texture. And these nail heads even add more dimension to the wall. The sidewalls are done in the same process and they're using the same colors. That way it transitions nicely to the feature wall. As we exit this room, you'll see there are really neat double barn doors, 8 feet tall. That's the benefit of having 10-foot tall ceilings here in the lower level. It's nice how flexible this entire space is. Even if you have a large family staying here, grandkids could stay in this area. If they go to bed early and they need a little bit more quiet time, you can actually close off these barn doors. It also helps maintain privacy for the parents. I appreciate the continuation of the decorative wall finish over here. It offers good contrast to the wood that's on the rest of these walls. This room is really about the view. It is spectacular that we have such a large window here in the finished lower level. You're not really limited by size of windows when you do have an exposed walkout wall like they have in this home. This whole room has been trimmed out with rugged hand-hewn timbers. There's a vertical 1x8 tongue and groove running from floor to ceiling over here, and then it's running horizontally along this wall. They even decided to do a 4-inch pattern on the ceiling as well. Right outside the bedroom suite is a full bathroom with his and her sinks. It's really neat to see these finishes of the faucets. It matches perfectly with the mirror frame as well as the lighting above. Even taking a look at this cabinetry down here, this is a rustic alder. It has beautiful knots in here. The door hardware ties in perfectly with those faucets once again. What's even neat is even the doors throughout the whole room. This is the same knotty alder that you see on the cabinetry. There's a lot of great design flexibility to this space. There's a private powder room area. There's also privacy for the shower area with a pocket door. This is a perfect location because we're right outside the rec room. And in this next bedroom, it has a lot of very unique finishes. We continue with more of the decorative wall finish. It has metallics in here and more of a vertical application. I think it's very fitting because it actually looks a lot like bark. That's perfect for this Golden Eagle log and timber home. Both perimeter walls have Golden Eagle's 10-inch double hewn on there. It's 10 inches tall in stack height, and this hand-hewn surface adds a lot of depth and dimension. The combination of metal and wood in this room goes so well together, and it's very fitting with the industrial style theme throughout the whole lower level. It doesn't even really feel like you're in the lower level. Not only do we have 10-foot ceilings down here, but we also have large windows and a terrific view of the private lake. This next room is perfect for those of you who like a rustic bedroom. We have wood on all 4 walls and on the ceiling finish. And of course, it is that 10-inch double hewn that is the signature of this feature wall. The closet has 8-foot tall double doors. It is encased with large timber trim with a hand-hewn finish on it, and the top piece is extra large to really make a statement. You'll notice that we did this on the entire home above all the doors and windows. The full bathroom is conveniently located between both bedrooms. And once again, you'll see the ombre effect that we used, similar to what was used upstairs. This ombre effect ended up turning out perfectly with the tile that they chose in this room. It was important to the homeowners that we still maximize views, even though we're technically in the lower level. And truthfully, it doesn't even feel like we are below the main level of the home because we have 10-foot ceilings here. So these big walls of windows actually go from floor to ceiling on the big lake side, and then the private lake, we still have at least 6 feet of glass over here. It's absolutely incredible, all of the natural light that comes into this space. The homeowners came to us and mentioned that it'd be great if we could find an opportunity for them to display their vintage motorcycle gas tanks. We have an industrial theme down here in the lower level, so we thought it'd be perfect to incorporate it into their bar layout. The cabinetry designers at Golden Eagle took good note of how many gas tanks would be on display. That way we had an appropriate balance throughout this entire space. As you saw in previous episodes, lighting is not only important to how a home feels, but also how it looks. That's why we incorporated this terrific lighting display on all these vintage gas tanks. There's additional lighting underneath this cabinetry, and the liquor shelves are even lit up. I really like this effect because it really gives you a sense that this is a professional bar, which truly it is. The homeowners came to us and they said they wanted a commercial grade back bar. So what we did was we incorporated this entire back bar into the cabinetry layout. You can store the ice in here. The ice comes directly from the ice maker. This is great for serving all of your guests. And it's not only an efficient space, but it's a lot of fun too. A lot of our homeowners request that we incorporate solid wood tops throughout the home, but we took it one step further. We heard how much they enjoy talking about the lakes, so we suggested that we actually put in the topographical layers of the lake into the bar top. That way you can see the lake depths. The home is actually sitting between this private lake and the large lake right here. This is really fun, a terrific conversation piece, and the homeowners absolutely loved it. This is a very unique slab because it has a live edge to it. This live edge follows the contour of the tree. We also use epoxy in here. This epoxy actually squared off the edge, adding more of a highlight to this feature. The homeowner requested to have a roof system over their bar area. And we've done that quite a bit because not only does it help separate the space, but it also feels comfortable and cozy. But you don't want just a regular one, something that's straight across. We thought, why not do something special where it actually steps up and lowers down, and we have this beautiful timber work the whole span of it. The homeowner really liked these lights. Not only are they vintage and repurposed, but they also had some sentimental value. But they weren't matching the rest of the light fixtures in the home, so these got custom painted to match perfectly. And the wall sconces have the industrial look as well. I can even dim it with my smartphone. I can dim the entire area of the home. How nice is that? It's perfect for any time of the day. We've also incorporated some of Golden Eagle's 10-inch double hewn, 10-inch stack height, very unique finish on the surface here with a variable edging along each side. And this is also another signature of Golden Eagle. It's that double top rail here, a bit more of a craftsman style. We thought that would be perfect to incorporate into more of this industrial theme of the finished lower level. The beams along the ceiling are very special. We have the large 10-inch by 10-inch beams spanning the entire width of the area, and then 8-inch by 8-inch beams butting into that. That adds a very dramatic effect because you see more of the different depths of the log. We pulled one of those large timbers and used it as the mantelpiece above the beautiful gas-burning fireplace unit. With the same considerations of what we did on the main floor, we raised the hearth. That way it'd be easy to sit on. This is really nice for warming up against the fire, or enjoying the incredible view. Stepping into the great room, I am just amazed by all the natural light and the incredible views that I see on both sides of me. The centerpiece of this room is the leather rug. If you look closely, the rug is made out of the leather patches from the back of jeans. It is not only durable, but it is also very interesting and another great conversation piece. The entire lower level is efficiently heated with radiant in-floor heat. That way, even on the coldest of winter days, your toes stay toasty warm. Now take a look at this. This is very special. Most people would think that this is a weathered barnwood, but in fact, it's actually a very durable tile. That's to withstand the traffic of this area. Not only will the grandkids be bringing in a little bit of sand from the beach, but we also have the bar area right here and direct access to the bathroom. Something I really appreciate is that when you are in this bar area, you still get that full view. This big 8-foot tall door is a full pane of insulated glass. We also have a triple deadbolt system on here. It's as easy as lifting up this lever. Really neat. Speaking of doors, come and take a look at this interior door. It is extra thick. It really goes well with the mass of the timbers in these rooms. It's made out of alder wood species. The client came to our design center and chose not only the door style that they want, which is a 2-panel arch top, they picked that wood species, the stain color, and they also told us that they wanted knots in here. The knots match perfectly with the cabinetry in the bar area. I'm coming from the opposite side of the bar and rec room area, and I want to share with you a terrific idea. The homeowners came to us and they had said, we need 6 garage stalls. We need to be able to store the boat, ATVs, side-by-sides, the motorcycles. So they were actually considering building a whole separate outbuilding. But we're sitting on a lake lot. Usually lake lots do have their limitations of how big your footprint can be. What we had suggested to them is something that we typically would do on other lake lots or in the mountains. And that is to utilize spancrete to build a whole separate garage area underneath the existing garage. That allowed us to not only have 3 stalls up there, but 3 stalls down here. Let's head inside and take a look. The combination of 10-foot ceilings and in-floor heat, as well as the nice epoxy flooring, makes it feel like it's really an extension of the lower level living space. This is a terrific area for storing all of these extra toys. What's cool about this space is it doesn't have to be a garage. It could be your home theater or gym. There's a lot of flexibility here. You can make it whatever you want. Now let's head upstairs and take a look at that garage. Coming into the garage, the first thing I really notice and appreciate is the privacy glass on this door. I also see that they're on the garage doors too. I notice that we're at the same header heights on all these doors. So here's an 8-foot tall door, and both of these are also 8 feet. You probably know that most garage doors, they're at 7 feet. So these are extra tall. Another thing also to note is usually the biggest garage door that you'll see is a 16-foot wide door. This here is 18. This is extra wide as well. It's a 10-foot wide unit. These doors are super insulated, and that's because this is a heated space. Not only are the doors insulated, but we have that radiant in-floor heat in here, and the walls and roof system, they're insulated as well. And this garage has the same epoxy finish as the lower garage. There's one more thing I want to show you as well. With this home being built in a cold climate, the exterior water spigots are turned off throughout the winter time. But with this being a heated garage, we're able to not only have a cold, but also a hot water source. This is perfect for flexibility all year around, whether you're cleaning off your truck or simply rinsing out the garage. Golden Eagle had suggested, why have steps when you don't have to? What's really nice about this home is that there's a 0 barrier entry heading into the home from the garage. Of course, it's very convenient for accessibility or for having elderly parents come over, but it's also really nice even if you're just bringing in groceries. There are a few essential considerations to every mudroom. First of all, it's important to have a laundry room nearby. In this case, they'll be bringing in swimsuits and beach towels right from the beach, so that's very conveniently located. It's also really nice to have drop zone lockers on both sides here. Each drop zone has shoe storage below with hangers above for hanging coats. It's also great that there's a bathroom conveniently located right off of the entry. And then if you're bringing in groceries, the kitchen is only a few steps away. Remember all that attention to detail that we covered on the kitchen? Well, Golden Eagle did the same even in the mudroom and the laundry room. The cabinetry actually matches this entire space as well. The whitewash ceiling finish is nicely accented by those dark hand-hewn timber beams. It really is a great transition into this space where the same effect was done. Now let's take a walk outside. There's a lot to show you out there. The homeowners really want to be able to extend their kitchen space to the outdoor living. And this is perfect because you can easily grab food from the buffet line and bring it out here to the outdoor dining. Right now we're under a large covered porch area, but we also have the best of both worlds because there's a large grilling deck over there. Did you notice that coming from the house onto the deck, there was actually no step? Very great for accessibility. One of the most important things we always had to keep in mind was maximizing this lake view. We have this large wall of glass, the great room is on the other side here, and that's why we lowered this deck. This deck extends the full width of the house, and we have a magnificent timber truss right up at the peak of the gable. Even the spindles and the railing system was done in a way where it wouldn't obstruct the view. And that's because we also have a full wall of windows right here. This is absolutely terrific. Really gets you the broad panorama of the lake. Everything on the exterior of the home is designed for maximum visual impact. A few key elements on the exterior of the home are the thick shakes, the 10-inch double-hewn half-log siding, precision-cut dovetail corners, and even small details like the craftsmanship of the newel posts stand out to bring this whole home together for an impressive appearance. Something I really appreciate about this natural quarry stone is not only the depths of colors, but also there are quite a few large stones on here. And that really ties in well with the large timber trim around all of the windows. Here's something I really appreciate about this home, is when your guests arrive, you're automatically underneath a covered porch area. That's terrific if it's raining out or if there's snow. It also helps reduce maintenance on the home because you don't have to shovel all of this area. Speaking of reducing maintenance, these railings and spindles are maintenance free. So is the soffit and the fascia, and also the aluminum cladding on the windows. And there are even little details that were taken into consideration. Take a look at this light over here. This light fixture actually has an LED light in there, and it's really easy to keep the glass clean. It's impressive to drive up to the home and to see the double gable system. Each gable is supported by a large tapered stone base, big 12 by 12 timbers, and a distinctive custom timber truss. It's this kind of attention to detail that really makes it a Golden Eagle log and timber home. This is just one of over 5,200 great homes that Golden Eagle has built throughout the United States and Canada. It's our one-stop shopping experience that makes it easy for you to design your own custom luxury home. If you're inspired to get started and you want all of the details done just right, then give either me or one of our sales advisors a call.